Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, the middleweight slash light heavyweight slash super middleweight news of what we're going to get in May. We're going to get Canelo Alvarez versus John Ryder. This is what the promoter Eddie Hearn was saying. It's most likely. This is what I've been saying for about a year and a half. I'm telling you, it's been going to be John Ryder the whole time. I would even go as far as to say that's why John Ryder got the victory over Daniel Jacobs, right? Which he didn't win that fight, but no one really goes and relook at it, right? You have to go revisit that fight. He didn't win it. He gets maneuvered. Canelo wanted him then, and now that John Ryder got past the Zach Parker fight. Zach Parker has a broken hand, which I'm gonna be honest, I'm pessimistic. How broken, was that hand? Here's another thing. Zach Parker's broken hand. He had a broken hand. He's a southpaw. He had a broken hand on his right hand. He had a broken hand. Had to stop the fight in round 5. We've seen people go through fights. So if you can stop with a broken hand, then let's give props to those who didn't stop, like a Gervonta Davis, Tank Davis, when he fought a pit bull coming at him, with Isaac Cruz. He fought many rounds with his hand broke, if I'm not mistaken, right? Now I know one, Deontay Wilder versus Chris Arreola. Hand broke, and it's his right hand, his power hand, broke, and a torn bicep. Fought with one hand. Jabbed Chris Arreola into submission. Something that I keep talking about over years. I thought that was one of his most impressive performances, due to the circumstances. But we didn't kind of, fathom that one, right? Zach Parker can't just keep a John Ryder up off of him, and he got his strong hand, right? What up with that? Or like some fighters do, like Floyd Mayweather when his shoulder was hurt against Castillo, goes to the southpaw stance, or from Zach Parker's perspective, maybe goes orthodox, whatever. But no, it ain't really necessary, because, hey, let's get the Canelo fight. Man, aren't you sick of fighters backing into the Canelo fight? No one ever busting down the door, coming off a great performance, a statement win fight, right? Actually, people are supposed to be asking for Zach Parker versus John Ryder rematch. And in the meantime, Canelo fights one of the fighters that's he's supposed to be fighting in the first place. Listen, the WBA has David Morrell as the regular champion. The WBA is telling every other regular champion to fight the real champion, or the real champion to fight the regular champion, and all that stuff. Not Canelo. He could fight him, right? Or if he can go WBC right and fight David Benavidez, he can go that route, right? But the John Ryder, it's not really something somebody wants to see. Now, Eddie Hearn is his promoter. He'll tell you in one sentence, man, that Terrence Crawford versus David Avanesian, right? That fight ain't gonna sell nothing. Ain't gonna be nothing. Nobody want to see it. And the next sentence with Canelo and John Ryder, boy, that's gonna be one. We could have it in England, in the States, in Saudi Arabia. Ain't nobody want to see that neither, right? And first of all, let me be honest with y'all. Ain't nobody really want to see none of Canelo fights lately. Anybody that knows anything about boxing, they fake the numbers and they don't tell you. Because basically, they ain't as good. We'll just like to fake them. The Zone has lost a lot of money on Canelo. And they keep throwing it away. Because it's rather than throw it away, they had Demetrius Andrade signed for him. Right? But they keep throwing away that money to Canelo. Canelo getting 35, 40 million and hasn't fought one thing. Now, I would like to see him fight somebody. Let's be honest. We talk about Dimitri Bivol now because Canelo fought him. He was trying to not fight Demetrius Andrade then, or David Benavidez. And he was going up to fight Dimitri Bivol because that's the one he thought, I ain't fighting Ramirez, and I definitely ain't fighting Beterbiev. He's the lesser of the problems. And that just blew up in his face. Now, Dimitri Bivol, especially after beating Ramirez, he's all that. See, and that's why Canelo ain't fighting him in May or September. But Canelo always waits. Canelo runs by this motto: let's cross that bridge when we get there. right? Let's see what we can do. That's why I'm able to tell you who he's going to fight. I'm told you it's going to be John Ryder because he goes and past all these good ones. Hey, Andre, nobody knows you great. I'm glad they don't know. Jamal Charlo, hey, we can fight in Texas, but hey, man, ain't nobody worried about that. Hey, Benavidez, man, you know what? Hey, dude, hey, don't you got a little Mexican in you? Nah, I ain't messing with that one. Hey, you know something, Dave Morrell? You only got about 7 fights. Yeah, nobody really know you. For a regular champion. Pfft. Right? You're probably in the horrible fighter category. Shoot. Hey, I ain't have to fight Bivol again because I could say my hand hurt. So I ain't got to wrestle him for a while. Better I ain't talking about him, period. And hey, Ramirez, you got some Mexican in you too. Right? And then in between that, hey, here's John Ryder who just got a gift from Daniel Jacobs. And now somebody stopped fighting who's fighting for a title because his hand is broke. His weak hand, his jab hand. You guys can look at this scandal in broad daylight and continue. I haven't watched the Zach Parker versus Ryder fight because I just simply can't bring myself to do it. I would like to, but I can't bring myself to support the obvious scandals that are going on. Right? It's like, first of all, that fight shouldn't even be happening. And the winner shouldn't even be getting Canelo. It's other stuff supposed to be happening. That should have been happening the whole time. But we're trying to figure out someone who we can get Canelo to fight. And no one's going to ask him to fight anyone that's going to offer any resistance. And it's hard now because they're all around now. And so it's making it more obvious. How are we picking John Ryder out of all these awesome fighters? And everyone that's awesome, fans of Canelo or fanatics, will just say who they fought. Right? And then Canelo can fight somebody who ain't fought nobody, and then it's okay. And whatever. But, good luck with that. Because I think the jig is up. You know what I'm saying? The jig is up. It's going to be the people who are still ignoring what's going on with Canelo, they're never changing anyway. But, hey, at some point you start jumping off that ship before it goes down. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what happens, y'all. But I don't know about that broken hand with old boy. With with Zach Parker, I think there should be a rematch. We don't really even need to see Canelo versus no damn John Ryder in May. And if you really disagree with me, ask yourself, are you hyped about that fight? No matter who you are. You answer that for yourself. Doma Sports Talk Worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.